Welcome back. This is the second lesson recording for IM2, September 21st, 2020. So where we left off was doing the Desmos exercise. So I am going to let you go free to finish the rest of the Desmos exercises to the best of your ability. Please pause the video and do that now. And I am going to go over the answers in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so now we are in card number 3, algebra rule for reflection. So here it says draw the triangle with the vertices D, -4, 7, O, -6, 1, G, -2, 3. So let's do just that. -4, 7 is right here, and that's my D. And -6, 1, -6, 1 is right here, and that's my O. And then my point G is -2, 3, and that's my G point. Okay, and then from here I am going to draw my lines. Okay. Like so. Okay, so that's my dog triangle. Now we're going to try to reflect this triangle dog across the x-axis. Now where is the x-axis? The x-axis is, this is the x-axis. Let me try that again. This is the x-axis, right? So that's the line of reflection that we are talking about. And so how do we reflect this? We need to figure out how far, what is the perpendicular distance from this point O. Okay, it's 1 unit away. That means you're going to go 1 unit away from the line of reflection, and that is going to be my O prime. Oops. O prime. Okay, right there, and has the coordinate of -6, 1, -1. Okay, let's do the point D. Point D is how many units away? What is the perpendicular distance? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units away from that point. That means I need to go down 7 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's my D prime, and it has the coordinate of -4, -7. Okay, and then finally G is 3 units away. That means I need to go 3 units from this point. 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be my G prime, and it has the coordinate of -2, -3. Okay, so now I am going to draw the triangles in. Okay, and that is my reflected triangle, and the D prime has the coordinate of -4, -7. So D prime has the coordinate of -4, -7, and O prime has the coordinate of -6, -1, -6, -1. Oops, I lost the negative sign. Okay, and then finally the G prime has the coordinate of -2, -3. Okay, Great. Alright, so I lost the negative sign again here. Okay, it's -2 comma -3. Okay, so now look at how the numbers have changed. The x values, x -4 to -4, -6 to -6, -2 to -2. The x did not change at all, right? So I can write here the x coordinate did not change at all. Okay, but what about y coordinate? Look what happened to y. 7 became -7, 1 became -1, and 3 became -3. So it became opposite in sign, but same in magnitude. Okay, so the number, the 7 to -7, the magnitude is the same, but from positive to negative, it changed to opposite sign. So if x and y is a point on the original triangle, try writing your rule using the algebraic notation. This will be x did not change at all, so it stays the same as x, but the y, the part became -y. Okay, so it gained the negative sign to it, or you multiply by negative number. Okay, so then you move on to the next slide, and this time we are reflecting over the y-axis. Okay, so again we're going to do dog, -4, +7, -4, +7 is right here. D, -4, +7. Okay, O is -6, +1. That's my O. -6, +1. And then finally G is my -2, +3. Okay, so then I draw my lines. Okay, alright, then from here I am supposed to reflect across the y-axis, so I'm going to get different color. Okay, the y-axis is this line. Okay, so this is the y-axis. That means to reflect, I am going to come up with how far away are each of these points from the line of reflection. So in this G prime will be 2 units. Okay, so let me 2 units to the right, to the left, so 2 units from the reflection. This is going to be my G prime, and it's going to have the coordinate of 2, 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay, and then O prime, let's see how many units, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units away. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this will be my G prime, O prime, and it's going to have 6, 1, oops, so let me write it, 6, 1 as my coordinate, and then finally my D prime, 1, 2, 3, 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right, and this is my D prime, which has the coordinate of 4, 7. Okay, then I can draw my lines. Here we go. Okay, and then from here to there, then from here to there. Okay, so that's my reflected triangle. Oh, I think I made a mistake here. So that should not go to here. Let me redo that. Okay, so it should go from here to there, from here to here, and back to D prime is right here. Okay, so that's my reflected, and you can tell that it does look like it's a reflection. It's a mirror image of each other. So D prime has the coordinate of 4, 7. So D prime has the coordinate of 4, 7, and O prime has the coordinate of -6, 1, and then finally G prime at the coordinate of 6, 1, 6, 1. Okay. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's 2, 3. I was looking at the wrong letter. 2, 3. Okay. All right, so then let's compare Okay, so now the O prime had +6. Alright. Okay, so here we go. I think I've made all the corrections. Okay, now let's analyze the original reflected coordinates. Look at how the x values changed. X became opposite in value, right? -6 to 6, -2 to 2, but the y remained the same. Okay, x coordinates became its opposite. The y coordinates remained the same. Okay. Alright, so then x coordinate became -x. If it was negative, it became positive. If it was positive, it became negative. And then y coordinate remained the same, so no change there. Okay. Alright, so then let's go on to the next one. Rotation. Here I actually gave you the rule. For the rotation, x, y became y, x. So notice that the x and y coordinates swapped. Okay, so in this case, so B prime would become 7, -4. But not only that, the y coordinate, it changed its sign to its opposite. So instead of -4, it became +4. Okay, and let's do the same for A. A prime is going to have the swap of -6 and 1, so it's going to become 1, -6. Instead of -6, I'm going to take the opposite of -6, which is +6, and then M prime will have the coordinate of 3, opposite of -2 is +2. Okay. Okay, I've gone ahead and drawn the points and drawn the triangle, drew the triangle. Here we go. Okay, so then use the coordinates, the table to draw this, and once you're convinced that this is indeed the clockwise rotation of BAM, then you can go on to the next slide.